Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have come with pita bread recipe. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button and also click the bell icon for notification whenever I upload a new video. Now let's get started. For preparing the dough, I am taking 2 cups of whole wheat flour and 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Keep it aside, and then we will take 1 cup of warm water. In that I will be taking 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. It was heaped 1 tablespoon, approximately 10 grams, salt to taste, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. To that I am also adding some oil. It was approximately 2 tablespoons of oil. Nicely give it a good mix so that all the ingredients get mixed well. Now mix the flour, the all-purpose flour and wheat flour together. Nicely give it a good mix, and now we will mix the liquid ingredients. All the wet ingredients you have to mix nicely well. I am preparing a little loose dough, not firm dough. I approximately used 1 to 1 1/4 cup of water for 3 cups of flour. Nicely give it a good mix. You will see it is a nice sticky dough. It is not firm dough. As I was mixing, I just used little bit of oil. Now when I am working with my hands, I needed little bit of oil to knead the dough. At this point of time, I didn't knead it a lot. Just I made the flour to come together and added little bit of oil, and I will leave it to sleep for approximately 2 hours. Minimum 2 hours was needed for me. As the weather is cold over here, I need to keep a little longer. If the dough rises very soon in your place, then it is fine even within 1 hour. I kept it for 2 hours. Now let it sleep. Now you can see how it has risen. Fully fluffy dough it is. It is nice sticky dough. Do not worry. I wanted this dough to be like this so that it will be very easy and comfortable for you to knead the dough. But what I had to do is, always whenever I was kneading, when the dough sticks to your hand, you need to use lot of dry flour. That is 1 cup or 1 1/2 cup approximately. I had to use dry flour while kneading to get the exact consistency. Whenever you feel it is sticky, just use little bit of dough and you will be perfectly fine. Finally, when the dough is formed into good shape, divide it into small balls of the desired size of pita bread you would make and start working on it. I used all-purpose flour while I was adding extra flour while kneading. Kneading the dough again and again for 10 minutes is very important for the pita bread to puff up nicely. For that reason only I kept the dough very loose and started kneading it for 10 minutes fully. I knead the dough with the help of flour, and it was very easy for me when I kept the dough very loose. Now you can see I am going to roll all the balls into flat breads. These breads, it should be little bit thin, not too fat. I don't want them to be too thick. They have to be thin. You have to roll all the dough at once and leave it for second proofing for 20 minutes again. For that reason, use lot of dry flour while you are rolling the flat breads and piling it up one upon the other. While piling it up, you have to use lot of dry flour to pile up these flat breads one upon the other, so that even when they are getting proofed for 20 minutes, they won't stick together to one another. So keep in mind that you have to flour in between. Use lot of flour before you keep one upon the other. That is how I did. Now I will leave all these flat breads for 20 minutes for proofing. One more thing. Next thing is, you have to use a heavy bottom pan or tawa for making these breads. See, when it is very hot only you will get these bubbles. You have to wait for these bubbles. These bubbles will come in just in no seconds, that is 30 seconds you will get them. But the puffing up will take 1 to 2 minutes. Wait patiently. It will not puff up immediately when you flip it on the other side. You have to wait patiently. Sure, they will puff up. One thing important, there should not be any cuts from any sides or in the center for the steam to get released. The steam getting generated inside is very important for the pita breads to puff up nicely. And the hot, very hot, the tawa should be on high flame all through the beginning till the end. The heat should be maintained in the same way. When you take the one bread completed, wait for the tawa to get nicely heated up until you place the other bread on it. See, you can see the steam on the tawa. Until that you have to wait. See, instantly when you put the bread will have nice bubbles on top. Then you can flip it, and one more time also you can flip. But for the bread to get fully steamed up and puff up, you have to wait for 1 to 2 minutes, or you can help by pressing it by the sides so that it will nicely puff up. You can see all the breads I made were fully puffed and they have beautiful pockets inside. That is the first proof that your breads are perfectly made fine, and you will surely have the pockets in them. It's a very popular recipe of making pita pocket in the Mediterranean cuisine. If you have seen my Mediterranean cuisine video, you will know what this is. Now again at the end I will share. Once you get caught with all the perfect steps to form these pockets, you will do it again and again, and it will so easy. Now you can see how I am just showing you the pocket. There will be a pocket in the every bread. You will have big gap in it in which you will fill anything as you like. See how soft and nice. You can also make shawarma with these pita breads. For that reason we will make big pita breads for making shawarma, whereas for making the pita pockets we need smaller in size, like how I made the second one. The second small ones are the pita pockets. These big ones are for making. See how beautifully it is, having a big pocket inside. These breads are going to be delicious and very soft, and you cannot imagine how soft they will be. Now you can see how I will fill up the pita pockets. It is always, they will be having hummus or even tzatziki sauce, that is with the Greek yogurt they make it. Today my dinner was kadai paneer. I am going to just show you with that kadai paneer itself. My kids love to take these pita pockets this way, so I am going to serve it this way. I am sure all of you will like it and try it at home. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Live tasty, be happy. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.